Chapter 51. After basking in the accolades that accrue to him on the basis of his courageous and daring rescue action, which is reported in detail by not only the Calaveras Enterprise and Calaveras Prospect, but also the Stockton Record and Sacramento Bee, Warble realizes he needs one more thing to accomplish his purpose of fame and fortune as the colorblind chameleon. Mary, I don't know why you didn't think of this before, but I need a sidekick. Every self-respecting superhero has a sidekick. Batman has Robin. Waylon had Willie. Kobe has Shaq. Bert had Ernie. The colorblind chameleon has... who? Nobody, that's who. Warble sits down and mopes. Mary glares at him, completely unsympathetic to his plight. For several seconds they remain in this attitude. Warble so forlorn as to prompt tears of compassion, or not. Mary seething so hotly that you could cook an omelet on the top of her head. Albeit a rather hair-infested one, it would doubtless turn out to be. Then Warble springs up so suddenly that he startles Mary, and so high that he almost bumps his head on the ceiling. I've got it! I'll advertise for one in the paper. People will be scrambling all over each other for this job. As good as his word, Warble is up and out the door, headed for the newspaper office before Mary can even respond. Warble places the following ad to run in the next issue of the Calaveras Prospect. Wanted. Bullfrog sidekick for the color-blind chameleon. Seeking energetic, honest, loyal, halitosis-free sidekick. Must be good with the public, agile, adept at paperwork, possess good handwriting and or typing skills, be bondable, and look good in green leotards. Good pay, irregular hours, on call 24/7. Dallas Cowboys fans need not apply. Call 286-2288 for a confidential interview. Ask for the colorblind chameleon. Warble spends the next day interviewing a seemingly endless stream of applicants that range in age from 8 to 80. He wonders why people can't or don't or won't read. He plainly stated in the ad that people must meet certain specific criteria, and yet nobody he interviews meets them all. Some are energetic but can't type. Others are honest but admit that they are not loyal. Some claim to be good with the public but are not halitosis-free. By lunchtime, nobody has even made it to the uniform trying-on portion of the interview, and Warble is beginning to despair of finding a suitable sidekick. It's hard to find good help nowadays, Mary, he laments. None too soon there is a rap on the door. Come in, Warble responds, weariness in his voice, holding out scant hope that this next applicant will be any better qualified than the others were. The 20-something man walks straight up to Warble, cocky as all get-out, and offers his hand. Hi, I'm Billy Bufferchunks, the man introduces himself. You must be the colorblind chameleon. Good deduction, Billy, Warble answers sarcastically, rolling his eyes. He gestures to the chair opposite his desk. Have a seat. Warble grills Billy for several minutes. Billy possesses all the qualities and qualifications Warble is looking for. Or at least claims to. Warble finally walks around the desk and checks the halitosis situation. Warble muses. A little catch-uppy, but I guess that's okay. Billy has an inordinate fondness for a particular brand of ketchup which is available in 57 varieties. Look, Billy, I don't want to pull any punches about this job. There might be punches thrown from time to time. You know, all that kapow and kablooey stuff. For the most part, though, your job will consist of paperwork. The superhero business has really changed from the days of the Gray Ghost and the Lone Ranger. Anything we do, we have to fill out paperwork nowadays. You make the world safe for whatever it is you're making it safe for, and then the authorities are all over you like ticks on a mule deer. Why did you beat up that crook? Did you try psychotherapy first? Did you offer him the chance to apologize and enter a center for crimeaholics? Did you allow him his choice of weapons? Did you give him a 3-step head start before you attacked? etc., etc., ad nauseum. All of it has to be filled out in triplicate and notarized by the Justice League of the NAFTA Alliance. So, Warble sighs, I'll need you to deal with the paperwork in the aftermath of our crime-fighting activities, while I pursue photo ops. That's all fine with Billy. Anything's all right with Billy. He seems very eager to be the bullfrog. Warble gravely rises and crosses to the wardrobe, brings back the bullfrog costume, and hands it to Billy, indicating to him with a nod of the head where he can change. As Billy closes the bathroom door behind him, Warble and Mary exchange glances. Warble is hopeful Billy is the one. He likes him well enough, and besides, he's getting tired of interviewing people. When Billy emerges, dressed in the lime green leotards and t-shirt, swamp green baggy suit over his torso, and burnt sienna cape, Warble is disappointed. I'm sorry, Billy, you seem all right otherwise, but you just don't look so hot in that outfit with those chicken legs of yours and that mastiff on steroids torso. And that beer belly isn't all that becoming in a superhero either. Billy isn't about to take off for an answer, though. Hey, you visually impaired reptile, what do you expect in a bullfrog anyway? Arnold Schwarzenegger or something? Come on, he wheedles, changing his tone. Give a guy a break, will ya? After all, as the great philosopher Meatloaf said, 8 out of 9 ain't bad. Warble looks up, pleasantly surprised. Hey, Billy, I like your style. I'll overlook the overhang there. Consider yourself the bullfrog. You mean it, mister? Gee whiz, you won't be sorry. I won't let you down. Beat it, kid. Get out of here before I change my mind. Billy grabs his street clothes and heads for the door. Start tomorrow at 8, Billy, Warble says as Billy opens the door to leave. And don't be late.